Right now I am the Pradesh Returning Officer for the state of Maharashtra for conducting the All India Congress Committee elections. And today I have come to address the press conference in Thiruvananthapuram regarding the Bharat Jodo Yatra. And we are conducting this press conference in 24 locations across the country to create awareness of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Most of you are aware of the objectives and the details of the Yatra, but nevertheless, I think when we have a face-to-face interaction, it will be good to explain the objectives, what exactly is the message that the All India Congress is trying to convey to the public through the Yatra, and what exactly we hope to bridge through this Yatra is what I would like to address through this press conference. So again, it's a pleasure to meet all of you. Most of you are meeting for the first time. And this is the second press conference that I've been doing in Thiruvananthapuram. And so coming to the subject of the day, this is a very, very momentous occasion for the nation, as I don't know when the last time such a long Padayatra had ever been done in the country. I think the last one was by Mr. Chandrasekhar, former Prime Minister of India, who did a yatra in the 60s, I think, or 70s. He did this yatra. And from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, he did it. And now Rahulji is attempting to do it beginning on the 7th. And the yatra will cover around 12 states and 2 union territories and cover a distance of 3,500 kilometers. And the route has been, after considering several options, the route has been very, very meticulously planned, taking into consideration a number of things, keeping the geography of the country, because, crossing rivers or crossing forests, crossing hills, that will become a daunting challenge. So keeping the geographical features in mind, keeping security concerns in mind, the route of the yatra has been planned for 3,500 kilometers, and it will cover 12 states and 2 union territories. So again, why is Rahulji doing this yatra? Earlier this year, the Congress party had a meeting in Udaipur to discuss and brainstorm on what's happening in the country and how do we counter the misgovernance that is happening in the country. And during that session where all the senior leaders had participated, all the thinking people of the Congress party had participated, we decided that it is important to have a mass contact program and with a message. And that message is Bharat Jodo. Because what we feel is, across several spheres, the country is getting divided. Primarily, there is a huge economic division that has happened, the haves and the have-nots. And the people who have sunk below the poverty line, that number has substantially increased. What we thought was the strength of the country, which was the middle class, the affordable segment, according to one study, the affordable segment in the middle class, which was around 99 million, over the last 2 years has shrunk to 66 million. That means the purchasing power has come down. And you are looking that we are seeing that the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. There is a huge economic disparity that has happened across the nation. Secondly, if you look at communal harmony, there is immense distress. There are open and subtle ways to divide the community along communal lines, along regional lines, according to our food habits, all unfortunate. And I think this is not healthy for a vibrant democracy like India. Thirdly, what is happening is the assumption of powers of autonomous institutions. See, we are a very vibrant democracy. We have a vibrant judiciary, we have a healthy media, we have the parliamentary institutions, and then we have the bureaucracy. But if you look at what has been happening over the last 8 years, the all these are autonomous bodies, and their independence is being encroached upon. I think the judiciary is getting pressurized. The election commission has become a rubber stamp of the government. And if you look at the rights of the media, I think there's coercion, there's threats. And it is unfortunate that every institution worth its name, even the RBI, is getting compromised. So we're not a functioning, healthy democracy anymore. And through this yatra, through this Bharat Jodo Yatra, the Congress party wants to highlight all this and seeks the people advice on the way forward. We are going to consult people. Rahulji will be talking to groups of people, interest groups, all throughout the Padayatra. And of course, he will be meeting the backbone of our nation, our farmers, our workers, our trade union people, our students across the country as he does the Padayatra, in order to seek their advice and also to tell them about what is happening in this country. So I hope that all of you here who have come will bless the Yatra. There are several examples that we have seen of the misgovernance that is happening. If you look at the economic front, I think we are going through the highest unemployment rates in 45 years. This is a very unfortunate situation. The pandemic has definitely not helped the situation. Our spending capability has come down. Inflation is at an all-time high. Cooking gas, which used to be about 400 rupees 8 years ago, has gone up to 1150 rupees now. You've seen the prices of diesel and petrol. We are seeing how the prices of essential commodities have gone up. This is all affecting us. This kind of an inflation we have not seen before. And we are unfortunately also tampering with figures. We've seen when the National Survey Organization came out with this figure of the highest unemployment rate, it was not allowed to be published. This is the unfortunate situation we see today. And if you look at what's happening, there is a lot of bluster taking place, there's a lot of publicity taking place. I'll give you one small example. If you look at the current security of the situation today, I think we've never been so vulnerable as before. For over 2 years, China has been sitting across the line of actual control. They have apparently occupied about 2,000 square kilometers of our area. Just imagine the economic burden of the country of maintaining 50,000 troops on high alert across the line of actual control. This is the sad situation. The Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, operationalized the Indian aircraft carrier the other day. Very proud moment for the country. Very proud that the capability of the Indian Navy has been enhanced. But then, every time something he does, he says that the previous government has not done anything. This is the unfortunate situation. This project started in 2002. It was launched when Mr. Antony was the Defense Minister, and then finally operationalized when Shri Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister. So it is a continuum. The security of the country, the defense of the nation is a continuum. It has never been politicized like it has been before. I had worked under Mr. Antony. Every time there was an important issue or a critical issue that came up in Parliament, Mr. Antony would maintain a very, very dignified stance of saying the security of the country is a national responsibility. It is the responsibility of the government. It is the responsibility of the opposition. It is everybody's responsibility. And it is a continuum. Some projects are begun before us. Some projects begin with us. Some projects come after we go. But it's a continuum. It is never politicized or compromised. This is the dignified stance that Mr. Antony used to always maintain as a defense minister. If you look at the situation today, every project that is getting released, they say, it's because of us. Nobody else has done anything before. So this kind of an attitude is not a healthy attitude in a vibrant democracy like India. And these are the kind of things that we would like to counter through the Bharat Jodo Yatra. And this is going to be Rahulji's Diksha. He is very, very particular about talking to people along the way, seeking opinions, and creating awareness of the misgovernance and the failures of the current regime. And we seek your support in the conduct of the Yatra. And we want to say that we are going to do this Yatra in a way that it doesn't trouble the public in any way or cause inconvenience to the public in any way. As a responsible national party, we will be doing this, and we seek your blessings. Thank you, and Jai Hind. Anybody has any questions? Yeah, take your time, no problem. I'll wait at that. Pardon me?
How the programs for the Yatra happened in Toronto?
Oh, that I think Suresh will be coming here. Mr. Kodikkunil Suresh, he is in charge of the program in Kerala. He will be able to give you more details. I think she will be joining in a little while.
Details will be worked out in a minute's time.
Yeah.
It's being certain modifications according to tourist workshops.
Oh. You want to say?
Suresh job.
Yeah. But I think quite a number of days have been devoted to Kerala. Similarly, quite a number of days have been devoted to Telangana, and quite a number of days have been devoted to Maharashtra. These are the three states where most of the days are going to, the Yatra is going to take place. And we have planned it in such a way that it is more or less a straight line from south to north. And like I said before, we have taken into consideration, geographical limitations and also security concerns in planning the route of the Yatra.